What's up, you guys? I am doing my last comic book review for the week, and we're talking about Power Rangers Prime, issue number 1. I talked about this on my TikTok, and I'm so freaking happy that on Global Comics, the app that I use to read not only this, but also Raven's Forge, which I definitely recommend reading because, my god, they are releasing more and more chapters of Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter, and you damn well know I'm going to be reviewing that as soon as I can. However, we're going to talk about Power Rangers Prime. So this is nothing to do with any other versions of the Power Rangers. Not Mighty Morphin, Lightspeed Rescue, none of them. This is their own thing. And essentially, to run down the backstory, is that alien invaders were attacking Earth, and then another alien race took over the Earth in order to protect them from this threat, and then they outlawed the Power Rangers. Straight up. Just outlawed the Power Rangers. And now now Earth is part of this galactic empire, and pretty much everyone is kind of forced to say that this is good for the Earth. But there's this girl who is a Power Ranger. She's running through the streets at night and gets absolutely wrecked, ends up in a dumpster to hide from the guards. One of our main character that we primarily follow throughout the comic, Mark, finds her and sends her quietly to Orion, which is his roommate. He bullshits to the guards, to the police, and says, I don't know who you're talking about. I haven't seen no blonde girl anywhere. The whole 9 yards. And so then he goes to school the next day. Him and this other character who is the son of one of the admirals of this alien race, which they are called, I forgot the name on top of my head. I had it and then I lost it. And normally I don't. So the alien race that Earth is now part of the empire of is the Eltarians. And Mark is half human. I'm assuming he's half human, half Equation, whatever that means. And like all of these other alien races are refugees. And so he is trying to find his way through things, and this teacher asks, do you think the Eltarian Empire was the best for Earth and all of these other alien races? Obviously, June, probably like the more important kid in class, he's the son of an Eltarian admiral. He says yes. Mark says no. And that's the end. And she said, and it's this that we need to discuss things about, because even it seems like even she is like, the Eltarian Empire might be going too far with just how much, like, everything's under martial law. And so she kind of says that and moves on. The story shifts to follow June, who meets up with his friends Ryan and Valentina, who are dating. Ryan is an athlete. Valentina kind of seems like she's like a cheerleader-esque character. And they're talking, and that's when that's when his mother comes in and basically says, June, you got a lot of expectations. You are my child. You are my kin. You are my family. You are my blood. There is huge amounts of expectations on you. And he's like, I know. I will do my best to make you proud. And then it goes to the apartment, Orion and Mark's apartment, where the Power Ranger wakes up, and she's like, where the hell am I? You also find out there's these people called the VR Troopers, which are like Power Ranger replacements, but like it's all for show. And Orion's cooking her dinner, or cooking her breakfast, and he's like, "Hey, I made this, this, and this. How about we eat?" And she tells him the story of like how everything happened. Like her family was killed, and her family gifted her this morpher, and she's been on the run ever since. Mark is talking to. You find out that her name is Lauren, and Mark is walking home. He gets stopped by the same police officers. Like, hey, you were the one in that alleyway, and he's like, oh well, okay. And June hurries up, saves Mark's ass, and he's like, you don't need to talk about the blonde Power Ranger that's in your apartment. And he's like, what? And he's like, you gotta be quiet. And then something gets launched off the fucking moon, and Mark's like, did the moon just shoot a missile? And then it explodes, and this woman comes out, and she's like, after so many years, I'm free. I am so freaking pumped! I'll see you guys next time. Have an awesome day and a good night.